Good morning to one and all. Welcome to today's class. So till now we have learned about the life cycle of silkworm and different stages from larva to silk. How is silk thread is obtained from larva to cocoon stage, and during cocoon stage how it moves a thread around its body, and how do we get a silk fiber from the cocoon. And in the picture of life cycle of silkworm you can see the different stages of silkworm. And if the cocoon is not boiled, it will change into a moth and it will fly away. So like this different stages we have learned till now. And one more interesting point they have given here. The thread you get from the average of a cocoon ranges about 1000 to 3000 feet, and about 2000 to 3000 cocoons are required to get 500 grams of silk. To get 500 grams of silk, 2000 to 3000 cocoons are required. So the story behind our silk saris or silk frocks, so many cocoons are boiled. Now coming to the story of wool. So in earlier classes we have learned we get wool from the sheep. So now in detail you are going to learn about the story of wool. So next then Neelima visited another part of the exhibition with her grandpa, and in the entrance she saw a sheep. It was not original sheep, just idol of sheep, and the entrance was from its stomach. You can see these type of things in the exhibition. Now she was surprised because the setting was seemed to be like Kashmiri village. So the setting in the exhibition was just like a Kashmiri village. There she saw different varieties of woolen cloths like sweaters, mufflers, hats, long coats. So with wool, woolen cloths are prepared like sweaters that you wear in winter, mufflers that you tie around your head, hats, long coats, table covers, etc. These are all were displayed there. There were models of different types of animals like sheep, goat, yak, llama, camel, alpaca, etc. She knew that sheep gives us wool, and by why other animals are displayed in the stalls. We know that we get wool from the sheep, but why other animals are also were displayed? Then she asked grandpa. Then he told that wool is obtained from hair of all animals displayed, not only sheep, from goat, yak, camel, alpaca also we get wool, and it is also called as fleece or fur. The skin of the goat, sheep, camel, it is also called as fur or fleece, and it is mainly a protein called keratin. So the skin of the sheep, goat or camel is also called as fleece or fur, and it mainly contains a protein called keratin. It comes in, fill in the blanks. Keratin. Yesterday we have learned in the silk fibrocin and sericin is the protein that is present in the silk fiber. In the same way here the skin of the animal contains keratin protein. Now good quality wool is obtained from merino sheep. So the very good quality of the wool is obtained from a merino sheep, not from all the sheep. They are specially reared. They are specially reared in the, it means that they are specially rare. Like we grow paddy crops, and we have seen yesterday like sericulture, they'll raise the silkworms. In the same way merino sheep are reared specially to get the good quality of wool. The fleece is 3 to 5 inches long and very fine and most valuable. So the merino sheep gives us a good quality of wool, and that is 3 to 5 inches long and very fine and most valuable. A merino sheep may yield about 5 to 18 kgs of wool per year. For 1 year, it gives us 5 to 18 kgs of wool. This is also important. It may come in freezer bags. And now Nilima is asking, Grandpa, do you find any differences among the hair of different animals? Certainly. Yes, all the hair is not like same. The hair of camel that lives in Rajasthan is not same as Angora goat that lives in Kashmir. In Kashmir you can see Angora goat. Angora goat. In Kashmir. The goat that is found in Kashmir is called as Angora goat. In Rajasthan, the hair of the camel is different from the Angora goat. Camels have rough and coarse hair. Yes. Did you observe any time? Camel has rough and coarse hair. Under this rough hair, some animals usually have soft hair as well. And some animals may have soft. Angora goat and the merino sheep have soft hair. And compared to the camel, Angora and the merino sheep is having soft hair. Grandpa, where do you find sheep or goat that gives us wool? In Jammu and Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, Uttaranchal, Arunachal Pradesh, Sikkim, Haryana, Punjab, Rajasthan and Gujarat. They are often raised on farms, on large farms. So, this is like an occupation for them. In Jammu Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, Uttaranchal, Arunachal Pradesh, Sikkim, Haryana, Punjab, Rajasthan and Gujarat. Here, they are having a special occupation of growing this, rearing this sheep and goat. Grandpa, what are they doing with that scissor? So she is seeing all the stalls and she is observing and she is asking. That is a shear to cut fleece from sheep. During spring season, fleece of sheep is removed from its body using this type of razor. He is explaining. You can see in the figure number 10. So by seeing this, she is asking. This process is called shearing. To prevent damage to skin, grease is used. So here they are using razor and it is like a spade. Spade will be like this and they are using the razor and they are cutting the wool from its body. So the process of taking out wool from the body is called as shearing. And they'll apply some grease to the razor so that the skin will not get any damage. Well, Nilima, why is shearing done during spring season? Already his grandpa is saying this process is done during spring season. So here a question, why it is done only during spring season? Because the wool protects sheep from the weather conditions. So during spring season the weather is very hot and it makes the sheep uncomfortable. The sheep feels hot during spring season. So they do this process only in the spring season. So removing wool in this season will make the sheep or goat comfortable for the climatic conditions. So this is all for now. Don't get confused between the process of silk to silkworm, from silkworm, and wool to wool from goat or sheep. So till now we have studied only about the story of wool up to shearing, and different stages are there from wool to fabric. So now go through this page. Once again you read it. What type of protein it contains, from which animals will get the wool, and in which places the goats are reared. And your homework is, on back of the page you are having keywords. So these keywords you have to write one time neatly. And one more task for you, make 5 fill in the blanks from this page. Make 5 fill in the blanks from this page. Like example, woolen cloths Woolen cloths like sweater, mufflers, long coats, tables, covers are seen in the stalls. So what type of cloths were seen in the stall? And what type of a protein does wool contain? So make 5 in the blanks from this page. Well, from this page you can make 5 fill in the blanks. Dash protein is mainly found in wool. Dash type of protein is mainly found in wool. So keratin. In this way you have to make 5 fill in the blanks. Look into the textbook and do it, and write the hard words one time. Thank you.